Nothing exposes the gaps in postpartum weight loss advice like bounce back culture. The pressure hits immediately, the support disappears overnight, and somehow you're expected to have it all figured out on your own. This is Nourished Mamas, the postpartum weight loss podcast, and I'm Mallory, a registered dietitian, weight loss coach, and mom who knows how disorienting this season can feel. Postpartum brings a whole new set of challenges no one prepares you for. The cravings that hit out of nowhere, the mom brain that makes everything take twice as long, the afternoons that feel impossible to push through, and the pressure to bounce back when you're just trying to get through the day. Here, we talk honestly about what's going on behind all of that, in a way that actually makes sense, and I'll walk you through simple, realistic changes that help you feel more steady, more energized, and more confident in your body again. No extremes, no shame, and no complicated systems that you'll want to abandon within the next 2 days. Just practical support that fits into your mom life, the messy, loud, beautiful, exhausting version, not Pinterest version. If you're ready to understand what your body is doing and finally have a plan that works in this season, let's get started. Hey there, Mama. Welcome back to the Nourished Mamas podcast. In this episode, we're talking New Year's resolutions. So before you make another New Year's resolution, listen up. We're already under so much pressure to do better, start fresh on January 1st. So let's just pause. And before you set your resolutions, let's think about your capacity and where you're at postpartum and really think about whether or not it's a great idea to try and jump into trying to do 5 workouts a week with running and doing all of the things and cutting out carbs or going keto or going on whatever diet seems popular, GLP-1s, whatever. Before we're doing that, take a breath. Think about where you're at in your journey. As a mom, we don't need to do crazy things. What is necessary to reset is to have some small shifts and move on from there. So we're going to break down why resolutions fall apart for postpartum moms especially, and it's because you are already sleep deprived and you have already shifted your entire life and identity over the past however long it's been since you got pregnant, had a baby, and are living in this sleep deprived state, whether you are 2 weeks postpartum or 2 years postpartum with your child. My son is 2. And we still have some sleepless nights. We still have some 4 a.m. wake ups where we are trying to get him back to sleep. And it's just so challenging, especially if you are in those early stages where your kid isn't sleeping much yet, you're awake every 2 to 3 hours, whether you're nursing, bottle feeding, whatever that looks like in your household. You may be going back to work right now. You may have already started back at work. You may be a stay-at-home mom. There are so many different challenges that come with all of the things in motherhood, not to mention the huge identity shift you've gone through. You've gone from whether you hadn't had kids before to if you had already had some kids, now you have a new one in the mix. But if you're a first-time mom, especially, this hits so hard of, well, who am I now? I don't even recognize this stranger in the mirror. And we go from society always telling us to be smaller, shrink. At the time I'm recording this, Wicked just came out, the Wicked for Good, and everyone is talking about the actresses and how thin they are and how Hollywood is kind of shifted back to this super thin society. And if you're seeing that as a postpartum mom, that can put a lot of pressure on you. And if you're seeing the video, my cat is standing on my shoulder like a bird. But there's just so much pressure in our society to lose so much weight, especially if you've given a birth recently. I think a lot about Margot Robbie when she was in the media a lot when she was pregnant, and people were being so mean to her. in the comments on her photos or like photos that the media was publishing, and then to immediately like commenting on how she was bouncing back after the baby. And it's just constant. We see this everywhere. And when the new year comes around, it's really easy to say, like, oh, should I be doing this? Even though I haven't slept a full night's sleep in gosh knows how long, and I haven't washed my hair in the last 4 days, like this isn't necessarily the time to try and like uproot your entire life and do crazy new things. Um, Plus, a lot of like the diet advice out there that has you cut out entire food groups, or I've seen some where they send all the food to your house. And so then you're eating just the diet foods. And it's just not sustainable long term because your family probably isn't going to eat it with you. And I'm not going to make two dinners. I may make multiple options so that my toddler starts trying fun new things. I may make different things than I've ever made before because he has an obsession with corn that I just didn't know would happen. Um, and I eat corn now way more than I did before I had my son, because every time he sees it in the freezer, he's like, ah, ah. So we eat a lot of corn now. Your life is going to be different. What you eat is already different, most likely. And if you're nursing, you've probably had that moment where you're going back for seconds, you're going back for thirds, and like, why am I still hungry? That flabbergasted me, to be honest. Like, there was no way I was gonna try and cut carbs when I was breastfeeding because one, hurts your supply. Two, all I wanted was pasta, piles and piles of pasta. So if I could add in a little extra veggies to that, awesome. But I was starving, and it just it hit me like a ton of bricks, to be honest. Like when I was first postpartum and realizing like how different the cravings were, and my time, and just the availability of brain space, that postpartum fog where you just can't think straight. Oof. Yikes. I wasn't necessarily planning on going on that tangent, but here we are. So, when it comes to resolutions, when it comes to willpowering your way through like these huge changes, it's not going to build momentum, it's going to build burnout. And you, as a mom, need to be taking care of yourself and not burning yourself out, not trying to push through cravings, not trying to push through hunger all the time, and definitely not trying to push through like the societal pressure of bouncing back. Weight loss as a goal is totally acceptable. Getting strong, also totally acceptable. Keeping your milk supply, wonderful. There are so many goals that you can have that align with making you feel your best. And I am here for you to do that. Like, I am for it. I will hold your hand through it if you need me to. I'll be giving you the pep talks, but I won't push bounce back culture. Will not do it. Can't. Cannot. We have so much pressure already. We don't need to add more of it. So when it comes to your resolutions this year, I'm going to be doing a challenge. This is something that I'm so excited to bring to you guys because um, for 5 days in January, we're going to do the 5th through the 9th. I'm going to have a challenge in the Nourish Mamas community. If you're not already in there, I'm going to drop a link to join the community. So that you are already in there, but I will update it as soon as I have the registration link for the challenge so that we make sure you get all of the emails for that. But you can join the community now. All of these podcasts are in there. The recipe vault is in there. I've got a bunch of resources for moms in the Nourish Mamas community, but the free challenge we're doing, um, I'm calling it the New Year's Resolution Reframe Postpartum Moms Edition. We have such different needs than like weight loss in any other stage of life, basically, because your hormones are all over the place, you're not sleeping, you've got these children you're caring for, and you're working, you're busy. There's just so much going on in your life that if we can start the year strong and build some momentum instead of burning out on diets this year, we can just push on through and keep on building. So we're going to be really just starting out the year with some wellness goals that fit your life postpartum. And it's going to be doable. It's going to be something where it's a little bit of action and something that starts moving the needle without overdoing it, basically. It's not an all or nothing thing. It's not detox. It's not a boot camp. It's not necessarily a new year, new you makeover. It's finding that momentum to really stick with your goals this year. We're not quitting our New Year's resolutions in January. We're building for the life that you want and setting the example that you want to set in your family. If that's something you're going for, like I love seeing my son try and mimic when I work out. Like it is the cutest thing. And being able to go to the park with him, chase him around, be able to play, sit on the floor, all of the things that can be hard, I am aiming to make easier for myself. I'm aiming to make it easier for you. So we're going to be doing daily micro actions. You're going to be getting videos every day in there, and we're going to be doing some strategies that you can use intentionally and instantly and really just have that support to follow through. Um, Again, I'm going to have probably at the time I'm releasing the video, there should just be the registration page. So click on the registration page and it'll put you right inside the Nourish Mamas community. It's going to have a tab on the left-hand side of the page. You can download the app. It's called Circle, and it has all of the things that I teach right there in it. So, like, that's where I do the blueprint coaching, that's where I have the recipe vault. Um, I really started the community for the recipe vault. Like, it is what I wish I had had when I was postpartum because it can be so hard to be like, what do I make? And I'm going to be doing something. This is separate, but I'm going to do a freezer meal planning thing that links to the recipes in there, but it gives you like the grocery list and all the things. That is not live yet, but it will be in January after the challenge is finished. I'm going to be releasing that. So there's some really fun things coming in the new year. But the challenge is one that you don't want to miss. And when you're in the community, you'll see as soon as that freezer guide drops so that you can stock your freezer up. Thank you guys for checking in to the Nourish Mamas podcast. I will talk to you next time.